Hello and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd. I have your two best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. We get an interesting 9-game NBA slate here today. 7 of the 9 games have a 10-point spread or higher. 8 of the games have a spread of 8.5 or higher. This is an interesting day, to say the least, in the NBA. They're probably like, they were like, oh, it's March Madness the next day. We don't need to have a great slate. And then they realized they were like a week late on this, but wild NBA slate. We get some massive spreads here today overall. Going to rattle through all the games like I normally do overall. But we get to start off our day with the Knicks Cleveland Cavaliers on ESPN. 231 over under. Cleveland 10-point favorite. This game doesn't really mean much for both of these teams. This is more just like a competitive game to say overall. And the Knicks, they're the 3 seed. They're pretty much solidified. The Cavs, they're the number 1 seed. They're solidified. So for both of these teams, this is more of just a, hey, we maybe want to see you down the road in like the play on the Eastern Conference semis. This is just an Eastern Conference semis warm-up matchup. If they do play, doubt they will, because the Celtics are going to steamroll the Knicks in the playoffs. But 10-point spread, interesting game, fun game on primetime. Hopefully the Knicks play really well, play really hard in that matchup. We get Charlotte versus Indy, 224, 14-point spread, massive game. This game doesn't really mean anything for either team. The Pacers, they're pretty much fighting for that playoff seeding, but they get the Hornets here, who are just trying to tank. So today is a nice game for them overall, because if they want to win, pretty much get a guaranteed win on the menu. On overall, we get Kings versus the Kings versus Washington. The Kings need this matchup. They're currently the 10th seed. So out of any of the teams, the Kings need this game because they're in the play-in spot. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, they're always playing in for that play-in spot overall. But 12-point spread here. Okay. Wizards, they're trying to go for that Cooper flag off right now. So that game, 231 over under, high over under on the slate, 12-point favorite. Out of any game, any of the pad games, this one could potentially be pretty good overall. We get Miami versus Boston. This game means a lot for Miami. They're currently the 9th seed. They're trying to hold off the best team in the league, Chicago Bulls, who are the 10th seed. Overall, 212 over under, lowest over under on the day though. 10-point spread, Boston. I bet there's going to be some little injuries for the Boston coming in. I'm not saying that they are, but this seems like a perfect game where the Boston Celtics are like, oh, Jaylen Brown, you could sit out another game here. We don't really need you in this matchup. We get Houston versus Utah. That game's a fun matchup. 17-point spread, the second highest spread on the day. 227 over under. Hey, it's a battle of just young players getting after it. I bet the Jazz will do some last minute, you're out, you're ruled out, you're ruled out. Let's just roll with the young guns overall. Atlanta versus Dallas is the best game on the slate. It's the 8th seed versus the 7th seed out. 7th seed out. The 8th seed for the Hawks versus the 9th seed of the Dallas Mavericks. Overall, this game is pretty much important for both these teams for playoff seeding. If they want to make the play-in, especially for the Mavs, if they want to make the play-in, they got to win this game here at home. Atlanta, they're currently the 8th seed. If they want to move up to the 7th seed, they want to win this game, so this game means a lot. Atlanta is on a back-to-back in this matchup overall. San Antonio versus Denver. Denver, they're coming off of that massive overtime game. I bet they'll rule out some players as the game goes on. The second lowest spread on the day, 8.5 overall. Detroit versus OKC. This would be a fun matchup, but Cade Cunningham is doubtful. Even though Detroit, I think, did they win the last or play pretty competitively the last time? OKC 13-point favorite on home. This is on ESPN. Late primetime game. I'm sorry, ESPN, you got a pretty crappy game if Cade Cunningham is out in that matchup. And then the tied for the highest spread on the day is the Pelicans versus Clippers, 217. This game means a lot for the Clippers, and it shows with the spread being at 17. Overall, they're trying to solidify their playoff standings, but 9-game slate, interesting one to say the least, man. This is a rough one, but for NBA sickos like me, it's a beautiful day overall. I got 2 plays here that I absolutely love, and before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action and yesterday in the NBA. I'm going 3-0 in best bets yesterday. It helps to just keep spamming Kobe White, and Kobe White, he fell short the day before. He made it up for it in a big way here. We kind of got lucky. He was at 22, and I was a little worried late in the fourth quarter with timeouts. This game was getting into that blowout range. and then he hit a little floater to cash us the over, gets subbed out right after it. So gotta love it when that goes our way on that one. Rudy Gobert. Rebounds, points, rebounds overall, he cashed with ease. That number, it helped out that we got the Naz Reid suspension to go in effect in this game, so we got a nice number overall. And Stephen Curry, that was the freest free 99 play that I've ever given out for you guys. 24 points with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. He had 24 points. Massive game overnight. That game was the game of the night. Grizzlies versus the Warriors. That game was incredible, right next to the Denver Nuggets Wolves matchup. That game was incredible. A lot of superstars went off yesterday. I know Booker went off, Giannis went off, Curry, Jokic, Ant all went off. So if you did a little 5, hey, let's just throw these guys out in the same game parlay, you cash. But 3-0 day yesterday, but I'm not satisfied. 4-3 on the week. And let's just jump into it. Shut up. Josh O, MB with the Dyson Daniels, the Great Barrier Reef over steals in the comment section. Congrats, man. That one I was watching it in the first quarter, Dyson Daniels, 2 quick steals, and I was like, fuck yes, let's get a catch super early. Then it waited till the second half for his third steal. But man, that was one of those where I was like, man, oh man, 2 quick steals. Like this is reminding me of the Jaden Daniels points, rebounds, assists in the comment section where he had his over in the first quarter. It was kind of like, holy crap, he just lit it off. All right, that's enough about yesterday. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Knicks-Cavs matchup, 231 over-under on ESPN, primetime matchup I'll be watching. And the Knicks, we've been taking them against point guards, and I think Darius Garland is going to ball out here in this matchup. So give me Darius Garland to wagon wheel us home here. Darius Garland to go over 18.5 points, coming in minus 125. On DraftKings. He has a great matchup here. We've been targeting point guards against the Knicks. Has been doing pretty well for us. The Knicks allowed the most points to the point guard position these last 30 games. The New York Knickerbockers allowed the 4th most points and the 2nd most threes to the point guard position these last 15 games. And the Knicks, these last 7 games, allowed the 6th most points to the point guard position. So overall, he has a great spot here overall. He's been balling out 3 for his last 5, averaging 17.8 points per game. But why I love this is he's gotten us over 4 for his last 5 against the Knicks, averaging 21.2 points per game. With the last 5 games, he scored 23, 21, 19, 34. Yes, he only had 9 in the most recent matchup, but that 9-point game, going to dive into it here. 40-point blowout. They didn't need him. He shot 2 for 12. I don't think he's going to shoot another 2 for 12 game against the Knicks here, and it won't be another 40-point blowout. This game's going to be a ton of fun. I hope on prime time here overall. 60% hit rate on the season overall at home this season. He's even better. 63% hit rate at home, averaging 21.5 points per game at home. The Knicks point guards have their day. They're shining on them overall. Ryan Rollins had 20-plus points. James Harden had 29. We took that over. That was awesome. Brandon Williams, 22. Jordan Poole had 25. Marcus Smart, 17. LaMelo Ball, 25. CP3 with CP14 in that game. Duncan Robinson, 22. And Stephen Curry, we took that over as well, had 28 overall. I have Garland projected at 20 points on the nose here, so we get a nice 1.5 cushion here overall. The Knicks allowing the most points to the point guard position. Garland, 4 for his last 5, coming off of a horrible shooting game the last time they played. I think today he's going to bounce back in a big way, so give me Darius Garland to go over 18.5 points, coming in at minus 125. On DraftKings, jumping in my second play of the day, the final play of the day here. I really was looking for a while this morning on this Atlanta Hawks Dallas Mavericks. I might have a play as the day goes on, but a lot of these numbers are a little too high for a lot of these player prop games. And why I'm not leaning on a few unders here, because this over under for that game is 237. I think it's creeped up to 239 overall. Close spread. That game's going to mean a lot. So let me check the comment section down below if I have an added play, or make sure to follow my Twitter at DaWiddler if I have an added play for that game here. But I'm going to the Utah-Houston Rockets matchup here. It's a disgusting 17-point spread. I hate going to games that have a massive spread here, but this guy, in my projections, was way higher than what it shows here. He has a great matchup here. He spalled out 2 for his last 2, and that's Isaiah Collier. So give me Isaiah Collier to go over 10.5 points, coming in at minus 114. On FanDuel, he has a great matchup here. The Rockets allow the 9th most points to the point guard position. The Rockets on the season allow the 3rd most points to the point guard position. Isaiah Collier, he's gotten this over 2 for his last 2 against the Rockets overall, scoring 12 and 16 points in his last 2 games overall. He's been balling out 3 for his last 5, averaging 12.8 points per game overall. Steady playing time. He's averaging 30 minutes per game. Last 10 games overall, 9 field goal attempts per game. So he has not the most volume, but he's very efficient when he does make it. He's gone over 6 for his last 10 away games, averaging 10.6 points per game. And why I love this so much is Isaiah Collier. He takes the majority of his baskets, 60% of his shots inside the key, and the Houston Rockets rank 24th in points allowed inside the paint. So he is overall a real nice 2K hot zone going into the matchup here overall. I have him projected at 14 plus points. We might get a little lucky with Colin Sexton maybe being ruled out for this matchup, but even if he does play, he's been pretty consistent with Sexton playing in the lineup as well. And the last time he played Houston, Colin Sexton did play. He had 16 points in that matchup. So I'm not worried if he does or doesn't, but if he doesn't, I think this number is going to go up a little higher here overall. And point guards have rocketed up on points against the Houston Rockets overall. Gabe Vincent, 20 plus points. Isaiah Collier, our guy, 16. Keontae George had 17. Jamal Murray had 39 points. Corey Joseph, 13. Gerard Butler, not Jimmy Butler, Gerard Butler, 21. The guy that he saved White House down, right? Gerard Butler, he was White House down. Trey Jones, 19. Spencer DaWiddler, my fellow DaWiddler, 20. And Brandon Williams, 25 plus points. Like I said, projected at 14 plus points, so we get a nice 3-point cushion here overall. The Rockets allowing the 9th most points to the point guard position. 3 for his last 5, 2 for his last 2 against the Rockets. Let's go 3 for our last 3, Isaiah here. Give me Isaiah Collier to go over 10.5 points, coming at minus 114 on FanDuel. And those are my 2 best bets for you in the NBA today. Only got 2 right now. Like I said, I'm kind of feeling I will have a play in this Atlanta Hawks Dallas Mavericks game because this game actually means something, but I couldn't find any numbers that I really, really wanted, or couldn't find any leans in that game so far this morning overall. So could it be just it's early? Probably will have a play, so make sure to check the pinned comment. While you're down there, let me know what your favorite play could be in this baseball fun day here overall. Baseball starting early. Love when baseball starts early overall. Basketball, interesting slate to say the least. NHL is there as well. Fun day overall. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. I truly appreciate the support you guys give me, and it's free, so might as well do it. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Hopefully we survive this awful 9-game slate with 7 of the 9 being massive 10-point spreads overall. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.